wrong with me?
You've been gone too long, Alice.
One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small.
Friends cannot be neglected. Hurry.
And you know you're going to call Alice.
What's the matter?
The Hatter's the matter.
Hatter is my truest friend. If he's in need, I will help him. It will be a race against time. He is not someone you want as your enemy. Time is a he.
Underland. Your time is up.
We're stuck us all at 1 minute to tea time.
Tea time! Forever!
Hello, Alice.
Go ask Alice.
Hatter's counting on you.
I think she'll know.
Oh no. We all are.
And the white knight is talking backwards. And the red queen comes.
Wait! Oh, Alice, you always were an irksome, slurvish, interrupting thing. Hold on, everyone. I don't want to hold on.
Alice treats others with kindness and courtesy, as evidenced in her various interactions with the looking glass creature. She has an extremely active imagination but seeks order in the world around her. Alice herself, you've already doomed yourself when you don't even make your protagonist an inkling similar to her novel counterpart. Mia Wasikowska does her part to bring a headstrong yet naive take to the screen, which may have been necessary for the boobs down plot point about the girl. But that rather breaks the idea Lewis was going for. Wonderland and Looking Glass, and yeah, Looking Glass Land, were dreamlike plays divided into episodic chapters with their own set pieces but little driven whole plot. Of course, it would be difficult to translate this to screen without some overacting narrative. But it wouldn't be so bloody difficult if they stuck on the book, because, as it happens, Alice is more than enough drive. Her curiosity, often frustrated demeanor when running about, brings up some interesting questions about her personality and the film's course. She has every opportunity to turn back, yet she doesn't because the adventures would be over. It would have been a breath of fresh air to have a heroine who continues her quest not because she has to, but just for the fun of it. That is truly insane, and it was truly missed opportunity.
Let's go to the plot, book to movie comparison. So we've mentioned deviations, but this may be the most egregious offender aside from the next one. In the book, Alice enters Looking Glass world during one boring evening with a kitty, and she offhandedly wonders if she could press herself through the looking glass. Through the looking glass hanging up behind her on the fireplace mantel. Lo and behold, she finds herself in an alternate world laid out like a chessboard, and she must cross the spaces to become queen. So as mentioned before, each space is devoted to a chapter in episodic form with iconic characters you may or may not recognize. In the movie, Alice finds herself in Underland once again after a spat with her company owner to find that the Mad Hatter's discovery that his family has survived the Jabberwocky attack from the first film has left him depressed for some reason. Thus, Alice is sent to borrow the chronosphere from Time himself. in order to travel back in time and save his family. Along the way, they found out that the Red Queen became her big-headed and everything devolves into a back to the future style erase the universal literal race against time. So, doesn't make sense? No, but anyway, it shouldn't. The pacing of the film, its chapters, if you were, jumps from a conniving businessman plot to rescuing the Hatter's family to stopping the Red Queen to stopping the universe from being destroyed, all while juggling every moral they try to push through at the end of with very little success. So Alice in the book is easy to follow even through the madness as she is traveling through this chessboard to become queen, and the reader never loses sight of that. This writer honestly had no clue what the point of the movie was in giving its source material that's saying a lot.
The theme of the story from book to movie comparison. So through the looking glass, the theme of the story from the book is that Alice occasionally frustrations stems from her trying to have a logical conversation with the other characters, and her failure to do so highlights the sometimes nonsensical way the adult world operates and how difficult that can be for a growing child to understand. And the mirror imaginary is meant to showcase a distorted version of our world, with both playing by seemingly senseless rules, while in the movie, time waits for no man. Woman can do just as much as man. Don't lie, family is everything.
By now you know that Looking Glass World is completely different from Wonderland. Whereas in film, it still remains small and the same world called the Underland. Since Tim Burton drew many ideas from Looking Glass to include in the first movie, the film is left out to dry from proper roster to resort in using returning characters not even in the book or ones who had not appeared until this one. The Tweedle brothers belong to the latter category, while the Cheshire Cat, the Dormouse, the Hound, and Time, a character mentioned by Hatter in the passing, are the former. While this wouldn't be so bad if the characters were given real time, oddly enough, Time himself is the most interesting of the bunch, and given a reason to be there, they are nothing but part of the aesthetic.